Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Marvel Studios' first 10 years Marvel Legends action figure of Red Skull from Captain America, the First Avenger. The fun thing about this Marvel First 10 Years series of Marvel Legends figures is we get to have all these figures that should have been included many years ago, and now we finally get them. There were Captain America 6-inch, I don't even think they were part of the Marvel Legends series yet. I think they were just Walmart exclusive figures, but still, we had Chris Evans Captain America from the First Avenger. Now we finally have Red Skull, and I gotta say, for the most part, it's pretty good. The shine of the boots and the gloves is really good contrast compared to the more matted look of the kind of greenish gray. The red and black paint on the rest of the outfit's really good. I like the sculpt. As usual, Hasbro's handling of fabrics and wrinkling looks really good. You can see how much the pants wrinkle in the back there. Standard sort of Marvel Legends / Black Series articulation, so I don't really need to go over that. In fact, I don't really like talking about articulation too much unless it's noteworthy, and here it's all pretty standard stuff. The seam going down the front here, the little gold buttons, and a little Hydra on the belt buckle looks pretty good. So good sculpt, really clean paint from what I can see. There's no smearing on anything that I could tell. The one thing that's a little odd on this, I think, is the head. I think one of the things that this figure should try to get right is the actual Red Skull, and I think the Red Skull here is kind of weird looking. It's a little squat. Like, I feel like it should be a little thinner or a little taller. It's got a good profile, and I think they did a pretty good job on his nose. I think the kind of darker wash over the red is just kind of a big messy, kind of dark reddish blobby kind of approach. It's a little busy for my taste. The sculpt on the brow, though, is pretty good. Let's see if I can go in here for a closer look. The sculpt on his cheeks are good. The brow's good. I feel like it should just be thinner. I don't know. There should be a more forward, a longer jaw. I don't know. The teeth paint's a little funky. Eye paint is decent. I mean, you get that it's Red Skull. It's just a little weird. Now, there is also a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Red Skull figure. That's him in the black trench coat. But that one's just a Red Skull figure. It comes with the Cosmic Cube, the Tesseract, so that's neat. But this one comes with these little accessories. The little Hydra soldier's little attachment and these 3 alternate heads. So not only are you getting a Red Skull figure, you're also getting a Hydra soldier figure. So it's 2 figures in one. Or if you count each head as a different figure, 4 figures in one. Changing out Red Skull to a Hydra Agent seems pretty simple enough. The little attachment piece just sort of unsnaps in one area. You just slide it over the head, or if you want, you can remove the head in advance. And then just snap this piece back in on the back through that one little hole, and if you can get it at the right angle, yep, and we're good to go. The Red Skull head popped off really easily, and hopefully these other ones pop on just as easily too. We have a variety of different heads. That one's a little bit tighter, but still, like, it looks super cool. I like the texture, that little ribbing going along the top of the head there. The silver paint is pretty clean on this one. The sculpt on the little mouth detail and the surface of the top part of the head is really good. This head is very similar in that regard. And then also this head with a much smoother looking helmet, a little different, but I do like the paint on the eye area, and the separation between like the mouth opening and the actual mouth and nose paint is pretty good. We also get just a standard grip hand because the figure has just 2 left and right gun grip hands, and then we get the Hydra assault rifle here. This is a good representation of how it looks in the movie, so I really like the sculpt on this. The silver paint where it meets the black is pretty good. I think this rocks. It's worth noting that the standard open grip hand is a little too wide considering the handle on this edge of the gun just sort of wobbles in and out of there. And then the gun grip hands, the grip is actually too small. Like the width of the finger space is too tight for the width of the main gun handle. So that's a bit of a bummer. Still, it holds it pretty good. I just wish it held the gun better. But as it stands, the fact that this figure switches into a Hydra Agent is pretty awesome. Although the Hydra Agents in the movie don't have that black seam with the buttons going down the middle. It's just a smooth chest. That really is specific to Red Skull, so that's not totally accurate, but still, the little suspender Hydra H chest and back attachment piece does look really cool. I'm really glad they included that. Also, I like the fact they sculpted the little Hydra patch on the left side there. That's very nice. This figure rocks. I think they tend to retail for about 25 bucks compared to the standard 20, but at least with this one you get a few more accessories, and the sculpting on this is pretty good. I think it looks great. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. Here are the links.